Hey y'all, hey Sonya here. Just wanted to say hey to you guys. I'm coming out here to get me something out of my freezer. But I was sitting there talking to my husband, and I just want to shine on you guys a little bit. I do a lot of meditating and I do a lot of affirmations. But I ran across an affirmation this morning that I always say, but this time somebody was talking about how it was one of the hardest affirmations for a lot of people to be able to absorb and take it into self. And that affirmation, surprisingly, is I am worthy and I am enough. Yep. You would think that was a simple meditation or affirmation that you can take into yourself and be able to claim it as true. But it's not. And it's so hurting to know. And the reason is because you can go out and tell anybody else how good they are. You can tell them and affirm into them, and you can be that positive role model, and people can inspire to be you and aspire to be you. But for some reason, we're left with ourselves at night. That little voice that we hear, we tend to listen to it because it's constantly going. But what I want you to do is to learn to quiet that voice for just a little bit. Now, you can't silence it forever. You can't. But know that that voice is not you. That voice is not you. That voice constitutes everything that you have ever dealt with in your life. That voice is not you. It is what you've heard from others, how people have spoke to you, your viewpoint on your perspective have become what other people have claimed over you. That is a trauma voice. That's not a voice that is truly coming from you. Allow yourself to be your own voice. Don't allow your mind to control you. You control your mind. Find the worthiness in you. Realize that you are enough. This is why I always tell people to try to learn to stop and look at that mirror. And you don't know how hard it is. You do not until you really sit down and you do it. But all of you need to know that you are enough. Stop comparing yourself to everything and everybody that's around you. That's trivial. There is no way you'll be able to compare yourself with anybody, because at the same time that you're comparing yourself with somebody, they're comparing themselves with you. What you have that is a blessing, you can't even see it because you're seeing somebody else's. You feeding somebody else that motivation, you can't do it for yourself. It's time for us to see ourselves as who we are. Greatness. The world has taught us for so long that we're not enough. But if we really understood the true meaning of what life was, you'd know, and you make better choices in your life. You really would. But that's something else. So I'd rather get on another day whenever others are ready. Just know that you're exactly who you're supposed to be, and you're exactly where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. No more. No less. Namaste.